Terry can stick with him for 10 legs, but give him a bit of a fright after that, he will have a great chance.
Could tiredness be a factor, all the adrenaline that's been exhausted?
I think the adrenaline just takes over, I really do. I've been there a couple of times, and you forget about what's gone, Dave. It's all about now.
OK, let's hand over to commentary, John Gwynn and Rod Harrington.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome here, semi-finals night at the Betfair World Matchplay, and what a night of darts we're going to have. These two players, Jenkins and Wade, I think we're going to dish up a right close game, John. I mean, both players playing at the top of their game, very experienced on this big hot stage. It's going to make an awful lot of trouble. Could we see a tie-break game here?
Well, I rather suspect we might. Sometimes the big games in semi-finals turn out to be other than what you expect and disappoint you, but I don't think this one will. And as if to say no way, Jenkins puts in the first of what will be quite a few 180s. 272 in the tournament, and make it 273. Brilliant. 180 against a 180. And the atmosphere here, Ron, it almost reminds me of a final night. The way in which that crowd reacted to the walk-on of these two lads. They really are relishing this match. And I know we've got another big one to follow later with Taylor and Baxter waiting in the wings. They're going to be waiting a while. Fantastic atmosphere for these two English lads as Jenkins looks at double top. Let's wade in for an early break possibly.
Well, it's always a tough shot in this first leg, but if you hit it, it doesn't half settle you down. He's going to want tops. Oh, and that is a massive mistake. No, he's thinking, I can't believe I hit the 13. He's let Jenkins back in. And what Jenkins did against Lewis in the quarters, he got out the gate quick, got a couple of legs clear, and really kept piling the pressure. That's a good guide, just clip it off the barrel. That's why the first one was a great guide.
In a row, Wade is into 180. Unbelievable.
Well, do you know, in that previous leg, John, when he went for the bullseye, he obviously was going for the 25-20 to have a guarantee himself to dart a double top. He was playing a risky shot because he hadn't missed that centre and had gone on the one, then he's got to hit a treble to have a double. The 15s guarantees you a dart at the bullseye. You come out of it right, you play gambles sometimes, and it certainly worked for Jenkins there.
Yes, but more and more players do go for the ball on the early 80s. Peter Manley's the one who started it. I recall it and thinking at the time, that's unusual. And then when I thought about it, so good are the pros on the ball, and you were yourself, that they play the percentage. They so rarely miss either the bull or the 25. The score's 81 to 85. To me, it makes quite a bit of sense, to be honest.
Well, certainly if you've got one dart left in your hand and you're 181 to 85, the 25 for me is a good route. Guarantees you two darts and a double when you come back. For James Wade now, 164. Realistically, you'd just be looking to set this up, or now he'll be looking to take it out. One of those trebles would be nice.
98.
Same sort of shot for Jenkins, but he'll require the treble 17 after this treble 20.
Just over the top. Away, 66.
James requires 66.
Sometimes goes treble 10 for double 18. He sometimes goes treble 14 for double 12. 52 left. Tops he wants.
26.
Just over the top as well. And, gives Jenkins an opportunity.
I thought we was going to see Jenkins go double out there. He doesn't often use it, but that first dart had covered it up. So when he comes back, he's put the first dart, the previous three above. That's low. Now he missed the double 10 by miles last time. Is he going to just kiss it off the barrel? Oh, and a let off for Terry Jenkins. What a great chance to get a hold in this game in the fourth leg.
Well, down he's got to come. Down he does along the bed. Terry Jenkins takes a 3-1 lead.
Game on.
Well, Wade, like I said before, from that first session, when that first dart was in, you knew the other two were going to follow it. Just come off the top of his scoring. And this is where Jenkins, the ball, will be fighting like anything to really get control. He knows, Jenkins is a very experienced player. He knows when a player's not on the top of his game, that's the time to pounce. That's the time to put the sucker punch in, as he did against Lewis yesterday.
140.
40 there for Wade. Three in for Jenkins, and they were smooth. They were rhythmical. 3 treble 20s.
99.
Bang, bang, bang. And Jenkins hit 2 of them now. We've had 6 in the match.
90.
Oh, the treble 5 there really killed him. The spare 20 would have possibly given him 1 dart at the bullseye with only hitting 1 treble. Now he's got to hit the 25 when he comes back. That's if he comes back. Wade now wants the bullseye for a 164. Oh, dead centre for James Wade.
James Wade. Right there. Good ceremony. 100.
Don't forget, coming up after this one, Bill the Power Taylor, takes on the Baxter Ronnie Baxter the Rocket, and what a game that's going to be. Taylor will be setting the stall out to make a good job of that one, John. I mean, he wants to show the winner of this what he's got to take.
You get in the way of one of his darts, it's worse than a taser, I'll tell you. Not that I've ever not done it, but can imagine.
140.
Good ton 40 there from Wade. But Jenkins hitting back, looking to hold throw.
100.
Disappointed there that he didn't get a second treble 20. But he's an extremely phlegmatic character. I know we saw him slightly out of character against Adrian Lewis when he got a bit angry, but he admitted in his interview that he does get a little angry from time to time, once every 7.5 years.
We've all been there, I'm afraid, John.
Well, there is the expression a red rag to a bull, and I suppose that's what Adrian Lewis represented for a few minutes.
Well, certainly a perfect setup there from Terry Jenkins. James Wade now finding himself to break the throw needs the treble 19 now. That leaves the bullseye. He's already taken out a 164. He's taken out the 16, the 127. He breaks the throw, and you can see what that means to James Wade. Turns round, fist in the air, acknowledges the crowd. And we talked about elements of brilliance, and again we've seen the brilliance of this young man.
I think Wade's mindful of that mistake and the double 13, and Jenkins now inspired. What a different player now to the one of, 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. Unbelievable. Sea change at Blackpool. Of course the tide turns at Blackpool, but not as quickly as this.
Well, you're right, John. Terry Jenkins in the first session, 4-1, really got out of the gate. Then he went 6-3 up. James Wade then fired off the 6 legs to go 9-6 up, thinking then he's going to run away with the game the way he's played this week. But Jenkins, you never put this guy down. You know he's going to fight you for every inch of that stage. And that's what he's done. 9 legs all. And we have got a game on our hands.
Yes, up and down and up and down like the roller coaster. But look at the difference in his body language to the one who I described not so long ago as lacklustre. I think justifiably so at the time. Certainly isn't the expression one backward news now of Terry Jenkins. There's fire in his belly again.
65.
Desire, hope, ambition. Wants to be in the final tomorrow night.
Jenkins, the last 3 legs, upped his average a couple of points.
95.
That's the difference. Now to 156. Raymond Barvelt loves this shot out, always leaves it if he can. Does Jenkins love it? Well, that's a very high dart. All he's got to do, he wants to hit 1 treble, or otherwise he could have let James Wade in. That's pressure back on Jenkins if Wade doesn't take the 155. Oh, great dart. Look at the treble 19 now. It's unlucky. But Jenkins is going to come back where he should have been coming back from 56. He's coming back for the 96. Certainly a lot tougher.
Third time in this game he's had this presented. He's yet to finish it off. Topsy once here. Oh, super stop. Exhibition stop from Jenkins.
60.
Well, it hasn't been a classic, but it's had some amazing moments, and maybe this is now where Wade takes control for a time.
It's incredible how, you know, these 5 legs, as we call them, kind of like a set, have gone the way they have, and we see now James Wade is the one that's moved on nearly 2 points on his average. Won the last 2 legs, and certainly he's got control of this leg against the throw, but he needs the treble.
60.
Well, what is ominous for Jenkins is the best his average has ever been is around about 95 during this match. Wade is improving now all the time. This is the best he has been during this match, apart from the very early stages when he was hitting those 180s, when the average, to be fair, is a little false in the early stages. He's got a settled average now, and it's 98.5.
97.
And increasing, improving.
Well, a perfect dart for Terry Jenkins. Needs the 140. Doesn't find it. He'll be very disappointed in that. Now, like Jenkins, Wade needs the 140. That gives him a dart at the double. Needs that treble. He's going to have to move over to the right. Just opens it up. Hasn't hit a treble in 5 darts now.
60.
6 darts on the trot without a treble from James Wade.
Well, another one of those, Terry Jenkins. Unlucky. Would have left tops. I'm going to have a look, stretch his neck.
81.
And then he's probably off balance as he closed that. I don't know. He's done it quite a few times in this game. Shake of the head says all. But he ought to be back. I say ought to be, no guarantee. Definitely no guarantee. Double 12, the one that let him down. Doesn't this time. A 1-4-4. Brilliant dance, yes. Terry Jenkins knows that Wade is back on a roll.
Hello, gentlemen. 26th leg is James to throw first. Game on.
James now, Wade. Looking to start with a 180, not quite. But that magical treble 15, double top, really started your revival there, Rod. And you threw brilliantly there on in. Ronnie rocked. But that was a long time ago, and maybe he'll rectify matters this year. We'll see. Oh, Wade's going well. There's the 3rd session average. Brilliant average in that session from Wade. That's the one he won 5-0. He had a 127 on the ball, a 103, a 107 checkout. He didn't have a 180 in that session. Dipped in that one. That's the session where Jenkins won 5-0. And you can see why. Jenkins on that occasion had a 180, 96 finish, 87 in 2. And then the last session, the best for Wade so far by far, 109.15. He won it 4-1. He had a 180, a 144 finish, a 130 finish, and there's his overall average. Those are the session by session averages we saw before. That's the overall match average. and Wade a good 5 points clear, but only one leg clear, only one break of throw to his advantage, so he knows this game is not over. I think another break of throw for Wade can't happen in this leg, obviously. Oh, that's a great double 12 here for Jenkins. Oh! Well, a break of throw for Jenkins, and that expression from Wade.
Game on.
We could be seeing a grandstand finish soon, or maybe not so soon, Rod.
Well, we all said this one was going to be close, and it certainly has lived up to that. We've seen some brilliant darts, but we've seen some indifferent darts from both players. 15 all. It's just a piece of brilliance now that's going to turn out to be a winning darts, and certainly now. If I was a player, John, and at 15 all, I'd want that throw first. I'd want to put my leg on the board and say, right, I've got the throw, I'm putting tons of pressure on you, now to hold your throw.
Well, we've played 30 legs, we've had 6 sessions, and if it had been sets, Rod, it'd be 3 apiece. So there you are. It works that way. It doesn't always work that way, but it would be 3 apiece. And that's how closely matched these have been. 93, nearly 94 average Jenkins. He's not really left that kind of zone at any time during the game, whereas Wade, 97.5, 1 or 2 missed doubles, brought it down a couple of points, and cost him as well. So Jenkins, 106. Now Topsy wants for 16-15. We'll be back for double 10.
Bit edgy on the doubles. The latter part of this game, but James Wade, you can see he's not happy with it. Needs a ton to put a bit of pressure on. Not really piled the pressure on, so double 10. He hit it with the 3rd dart in the previous leg. Oh, and he's going to need the double 5 now, and no one likes this switch from down the bottom of the board up. Now, I would have busted that. I would have come back for the double 10 instead of the double 2. But James Wade now 2 treble 20s.
I think most of the players in the tournament would, and I think Terry Jenkins, if he'd stopped and thought about it, would have done as well. Anyway, he's still got to get it. If he gets double 2, it won't matter one little bit. But it's all going to be... Oh, there you are! Surely he should have burst his score before, as Rod Harrington suggests, and gone back to double 10. Now Wade gets the double top to break the throw. That 31st leg of the match is one that maybe Wade and Jenkins will both return to later when they analyse the match. Well, and going for the match, Wade starts with a 180.
Well, has that affected Terry Jenkins? Well, he's followed the 180 with a 140. That's good darts, but he's got to have in his head loads of darts to get control of this game and pile the pressure on James Wade. But now Wade's the one firmly in the driving seat to wrap the match up. And Jenkins, really, he's got to follow that 140 with another one, John. The 60 is not going to be enough. The ton keeps him thereabouts.
Just on the shoulder of Wade, who must now be able to smell the sweet scent of victory.
90.
But he daren't do any more than take the mildest of sniffs, because things have a habit in this game sometimes, often, of turning
60.
against you.
James
But now, surely Wade, more and more can feel. 75 left, double 12. Would have been for the match. Will be back for double 6, right above his favourite double 10. I can't see anything, despite this wonderful effort from Terry Jenkins and a Wade win. Rod, double 61.
Well, he doesn't want to split it because the threes are not a great switch. Well, if you're going to miss, that's the place to miss. Just kiss it in off of there. Didn't need to kiss it in. Really puts it in. Acknowledges the crowd. James Wade, double six to end up winning 17-15 against Terry Jenkins.